So there's no wonder why masculinity is seen as a threat to certain people with a certain agenda. Hi there. I am out for a walk and I'm going to pick some chanterelles up in the woods here. I spotted those a few days ago and here comes my friend. It's so wonderful here now because the horses have each their foal and they are so cute, you know. So here they come. Hey, hey. This guy is my friend as well. He was a bit skeptical at first, but he likes to nibble. But okay, I am going to talk about masculinity, why it is needed more than ever, and also how we as men move through stages or phases as men through our lives, and why it's important that we understand how that works. So I'll yeah. Why do I look like this? You are wondering, I guess. Well, this is an experiment. You see, my old nemesis, the deer flies. That's the flies, they and they land on you, and then they actually tear off their wings, and then they will stay on your body for the rest of their lives, sucking your blood like vampires. Those have hatched now, and I've had several on me already, but I read somewhere that if you dress up in bright colors and white and hide your hair and so on, they will leave you in peace. So this is an experiment, and I hope you like my straw hat. Not a straw man, but a straw hat. Now, why do we need masculinity? Why do we need it now more than ever? You know, masculinity, it's been given a very bad reputation. The politically correct people are saying that it's horrible, it's a bad thing. You shouldn't be masculine. No, it's toxic masculinity. Yeah. Well, that's rubbish. Masculinity is a positive force. Now, to the people who are saying that masculinity is toxic and negative, and yeah, you know, you've heard that all that before. I think those people have something missing. Deep down, they know that something is missing in their lives. They are not happy. They are not confident and comfortable in their own skin, so to speak. There is something going on there that is not positive at all, and that's why they attack people who are just being themselves. Now, I have never pretended to be someone I am not. I'm just acting the way that is natural to me, and that happens to be a masculine expression, if you will, even though I'm wearing this silly orange scarf here. It's a survival scarf. with drawings and instructions on how to survive in an emergency, by the way. I'm not going to get too much into why masculinity is a positive force. I've made videos about that before. Just wanted to call out those people who are saying that masculinity is a bad thing and who are mocking men with a masculine expression. It is bullying, and the only reason why you are getting away with it is that proper men don't care. I mean, why would I care? Why would any real man care about some idiot on the internet saying something bad about them? I honestly don't care. Someone has been here and picked the mushrooms. Look at this. They've picked almost all the mushrooms. These beautiful chanterelles. Someone said that now that you have posted this video, which I did on Saturday, that a few days ago, and I discovered these chanterelles here. People would go there and pick them, and because maybe someone local would recognize the spot here, and I guess that maybe that happened. But I'm going to find some chanterelles anyway. I know where to look. Not much, but enough for an omelette. Now, if you look at what's been happening during the last 1.5 years, it's very easy to see that we are moving towards a much more totalitarian kind of society, where the rights of the individual and the rights of the family unit, will not be respected. And we are seeing this already. So that's the main reason why masculinity will be needed. We will need masculine men to fight what's coming. Now, I'll take this off for a while. And if the deer fly now lands on me, it's not working. That means it is working. So it's an experiment. Okay, it's the beard and the hair. If you have brown beard and a brown beard and a brown hair, they think you're a deer or a moose. That's what I've heard. Sometimes I can hear them laughing at me. Now, masculinity is also about being self-reliant, and it's just, and it always has been. And so there's no wonder why masculinity is seen as a threat to certain people with a certain agenda. Let's just say that. Because if each family is becoming less dependent on the government and big corporations and so on, that independence is a threat to the power of these people. YouTube works in such a way that I can't really get into that too much. They have their eyes on me, but if they are watching this, if they are not too busy unsubscribing people from my channel, I would like to say that what I'm saying here is a positive thing. I have a positive message, and lots of people need to hear this. That's why I and many other men and women are now talking about this. Why we are talking about masculinity as something that we need, something that is necessary, is because we are entering these difficult times. And we will not be victims. It's just not who we are as men. So one comment I get a lot is how a young man can become a better man and how we can embrace masculinity, because certainly society will not encourage that. We know that it's the opposite, sadly. What I would like to say to that, and my response is just be you. Just do what falls natural to you, what feels natural, because chances are masculine values, masculine traits will come natural to you as a man, as a young man. But we also need to keep in mind that we as men move through phases. First, you're a teenager, a very young man. I don't think, maybe some people would say you're not even a man, but at that age, but at least you are, I would say you're a very, very young man. And people will say to you, well, young man, and so on and so on. Come here, young man, help me lift this sofa, and things like that. You typically do not understand much about responsibility at that age. There are people, young men, who are thrown into circumstances that forces them to take responsibility, and they grow up fast, as they say. Then you move into your 20s, you become a little bit more confident, your shoulders are a little bit wider, and you have the confidence to approach women and so on in a more natural way, which is not a bad thing. And there is nothing toxic about that, of course, as long as you can do that in a respectful and honest manner. Obviously, it should go without saying. But you're still not into the whole taking responsibility, building family thing. It's just how it is in our culture. I think that when you are in your 20s, you should embrace responsibility, because it will actually make you happier. And it's a concept that people like Jordan Peterson have talked about, and it's quite important. It's quite important. Now, somewhere around your late 20s, early 30s, of course there are huge variations here, but you will probably, most people, most men, meet a woman that they feel, you know, I want to spend the rest of my life with this woman, and you have kids, and you have then a family, and you are a family father, which is wonderful. And as a family father myself, I can say that it brings so much joy. It's and the fathers watching this will be nodding now. It's, you know, it's hard work, and it's a lot of, you know, grief, and you worry a lot, but there is also pride in watching your kids, you know. It's hard to describe it, because it's just a wonderful, wonderful thing. And if we're going to get a little bit religious here, I would say that, you know, that is the gift that we have been given, in a way, you know, to be able to have kids and watch our kids grow, and it's just such a wonderful thing. Then your kids become young adults, young women, young men, and you are then entering another stage of your life. You become middle-aged and older, and you step back a little bit. Your masculine power becomes, how should I put it? At my age, I'm 48 now, you step back a little bit when it comes to family and so on. You're still going strong when it comes to, you know, career, sports, hobbies, your passions in life. But as part of the family, you step back a little bit. And you are most likely settled with a woman, and you have been for many years. So you probably won't be going out to the bars and nightclubs and well, of course you can, but not to meet women. Well, if you have become single, of course, you can do that, but it's most likely not a part of your life anymore at that age. So I believe we should remain students for our entire lives. We should strive to gain wisdom, because at some point you will be asked by your kids, by younger men and so on, what do you think about this or that? Do you have any advice? And there is nothing worse than a stupid old man. You know, at that age you should have gained wisdom, and you should be able to share that wisdom with younger men and younger women as well. It's part of being a man. Now, this is not reserved for men, of course. This goes for women as well. But it would be wrong to say that it's not a masculine trait to be that guy, that grandfather who will be able to give good advice to his grandchildren, because he's been there, he's done that. He knows how to do it. He has made the mistakes so that his grandchildren won't have to make those mistakes, you know. Sometimes they will anyway, but yeah, and that's just how it is. So if you're a young man watching this, please have patience, because you need to go through these stages, and you should embrace every stage and the qualities it will bring and the challenges it will bring, and realize that this is life and we move through life's stages. Now, being a man and being masculine is never something that should be forced. You shouldn't force it upon yourself, and you shouldn't force it upon others. But the fact is that it comes natural. It comes natural. It's just how we are made. But okay, I'm going to end this video here. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you enjoyed my little chat. And I am now spotting another chanterelle over there, which I'm going to go and get. I'm getting that chanterelle as well. I like chanterelles, yeah. So, okay, thanks for watching. Again, if you are not already a subscriber, please consider subscribing. Yeah, that's all. Have a wonderful day. Stay strong. Bye.